I always have a kind of a radical vision of what I want to do. It starts with one piece, but the idea itself is a group of work altogether. The vision I had of all the portraits was a certain way to represent portraits. I immediately thought that I wanted to go back to the 16th century style, very dark backgrounds, and play with the light. Then obviously, technically speaking, is quite far away from that. My big bold brush strokes are still there, but the colors, so if you kind of close your eyes a little bit, you start to see foggy, it reminds of that. And then I played around with all these Barocco framed, especially the small one. I haven't tried the big one, and I'm not sure I'm going to do it on the big ones yet. If I look back, I always saw a group of work together, 15, 20 paintings together. Not planning them, but I see a story. How much I can use one idea, how much I can squeeze one idea into different perspective, different directions, basically. It has to be like that. You have to be authentic to your own ideas. Then obviously you can get inspired from other artists too, in the development of your work, technically speaking, you know. But the main thing is that it has to come from you, basically, to also last for a long time. It's important that as an artist, you don't follow the mainstream. You don't really follow what, like the example of the skulls. I did one and I sold it. I did the second one, and because I wanted at least one skull to be part of the exhibition, right? I thought that was a balance of life and death. I really wanted to balance out the show. And every time I painted one, I think I arrived to the third one, I sold the third one too. And then I could have, as a, you know, businessman, would do, I should paint skulls instead, you know, I make so much money. I mean, that's what people want. But it's not really the direction I want to take, you know. I don't want to lose my vision, my decisions, my, you know, my journey, just for the sake of selling and pleasing the audience, basically. Obviously, I'm happy if people like my work, but that's not the main reason why I paint. That's not the main reason why I started painting and stuff like that. Yeah, Basquiat also is another kind of mainstream portrait. Everyone knows Basquiat, you know. So I guess it was an easy catch. It was easy. As soon as I finished it, I had numbers of collectors that wanted it at the end, and then he ended up in Australia. You know, compared to other portraits I've done of people that not everyone knows who's Lucian Freud. And then you go to Iggy Pop, everybody knows who's Iggy Pop. Everybody knows who Andy Warhol is. And not everyone knows who Sam Peters is. It's important to just follow your own instinct in those things. And then whatever happens, I'm happy every time I walk inside the studio. I painted those for myself. I want to have those portraits to look at for myself, and that's why I'm very confident with my work. You know, at the end, I'm not waiting for anyone to convince me that I did something good, you know, or bad. This is all on me, and they please me, and that's the main thing that matters, you know.